How many of you guys consider this glass of water as half full? How many of you guys consider this glass of water as half empty? Well, the challenge will be interesting to take on, as many of you seem to belong to the half-empty glass category. Beyond the obviousness, I strongly believe that this so-called half-full glass theory is the most efficient way to behave. This is not only a gift that we receive, it's a daily work we try in order to try to reach this positive behavior. And I want to convince you all tonight that this is the best approach. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and very welcome guests. A very good friend of mine told me last week that she had a terrible trip to the Caribbean because she got a nail seat instead of a window seat that she usually favors. She almost forgot that she was about to spend a wonderful time in the Caribbean. She focused on one little detail, the aisle seat, instead of focusing on the very goal of her flight, getting her to a wonderful place with her family. And sharing this little experience with me helped her realize that she always focuses on too many details, and she was first complaining before trying to overcome the difficulties and the constraints and try to make the most of each moment she lives. Realizing you belong to the half-empty glass category is a first step to recovery. And I can tell you that trying to identify always the positive aspects of each given situation will help you in three major ways. First of all, it will help you get the big picture versus getting cramped into too many details. It will help you focus on the most important. Second, it will help you get a long-term view versus a short-term view. And last but not least, it will help you simply enjoy life more. First of all, the big picture. I couldn't be really enthusiastic and positive before I took the time to analyze what was really important and what was really the most essential to my life. And I always try to remember in each new situation I experience what is the most important to me. Just wanted to share a couple of examples with you about these different kind of situations. No matter, for instance, if I had a 10-hour driving instead of 5-hour drive that was initially forecast because of the traffic jam. I was gathered in the same car with my husband, my little ones, and a lot of hours to spend together. That was the most important to me. No matter if I had to spend hours organizing a trip with some friends, the most important to me was the perspective to spend some time with them. Or no matter how painful was the training and running a marathon, the most important to me was crossing the finish line and keeping this magic instant forever. Trying to identify the positive aspects of each situation and getting the big picture will also help you get a longer-term view. When you try to manage first the trivial details of each kind of situation, it often keeps you from planning things in advance or projecting yourself. You will need to get the 1,000 of actions done before planning something else. And for instance, I was not ready to project myself, and I really became able to project myself when I realized that not only did I share some very nice moments and very nice talks with my husband, but also that I shared the ideals with him. And at that moment, I really was able to project myself, and I didn't need to check any other details any longer. I was ready to go and move forward. And lastly, all that will really help you enjoy life more. Focusing on the most essential provide you confidence without being super serious. And it helps you go ahead. Most of the time, the half-full glass category fill their agenda more quickly than the half-empty glass ones. And having that in mind, for instance, one of the most important things to me is to spend some time with my friends. And so no matter if the dinner I want to organize to gather them is not amazing, no matter if I don't have enough time to be perfectly ready to welcome them, a pizza or a wine and cheese party will be just fine. And it will be another opportunity to build and reinforce our friendship. To conclude, fellow Toastmasters and very welcome guests, just wanted to tell you that I strongly believe that using this half-full glass category really helps you get the big picture, move forward, take action, enjoy life. How many of you guys consider this glass as half full?